ear has this thing where it's attached, there's a muscle points here, and then there's an muscle point basically that's right about in this area here. And this is able to, if it's pulled up in a very attentive position, it's going to be attached in here, and it's going to be pulling up in that direction. So basically, even though we have an overlapping shape here that is sort of coming over the head and then down to this, to where the color step is a sort of a shape that twins over here, goes around the character. You're basically going into the ear at this point. So there's definitely a cavity here, and the ear goes back. Now, as you turn that thing, it's going to, you want to use those hinges, so you're going to be, if it's going to be coming this direction, you can do that and start to play on this and then pull this back like that. I think this is the best way. What you want to try to do is also try to create a straight versus curve. From the back point here, I would say that you're trying to find that equal point over here. You like to try to, the back has a distinct, sometimes cone back shape here, in as much as that, as this turns around and away from you, you start to get something like that. Because you're actually getting this shape, and you want to sort of, the only way you're going to be able to identify that shape is by having some kind of overlap. But then at least you're able to feel the thing as a shape inside there. I understood a lot better when I did that little sculpture of an earlier design of him, because I was able then to sort of see that especially from the back, you know, you can really feel from a back position that there's the back of the ears and how it comes like that and up into this shape there. Do you know what I'm saying? So you really start to, and then the perspective starts to blend out and go up into the point. Again, here you're going to get that sort of effect. I mean, this is just if you're doing a map of the surface area. But as this ear would come down, or as my dog, for instance, can turn its ears around practically, she can twist the ear so that it's practically, you know, she can catch an ear sound from behind, or pull it back in a way back here like this. Then you get into difficult perspective problems because you have to do this. You have to pull from a contact point around the front. You know what I'm saying? Pull it back. I mean, with Tramp, it was different because they had the contact. You had this shape here. It started to cone up like that, as if it was going to a point. But in fact, then it tipped down into a nice. Then they could just overlap it. So you always had this overlapping thing here. It was just flap, flap, flap with a very stiff area base here. We don't have a flat point. What we do though is the rotation of the ability to be able to turn that thing around. Basically, it's these. Because it's gristle, right? And the gristle is able to move from the muscles inside the head. So it can, this thing, can do that. If you're going to, you know, sort of, you're going to do what you want to do is try to do that shape going around. And still get the surface of the head being you know, so that it's attached to the head. I think we're going to have to do something in that direction. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to be getting this very cut-out looking ear. That's not going to help us.
We'll take a break.